Welcome once again, my fellow manipulators of digital fate. I'm Richie, this is Capricorn, and the time has finally come. We have concrete info on SCGCON Orlando and the start of the competitive play tour for Wonders of the First. They dropped a metric ton of info on us today. We know formats, we know how many participants can sign up, we know exactly where and how to sign up, and we have all of the prizing structure details. There's so much info to deep dive into, and we will in just a moment. But really quick before we dive into all of that, I just kind of want to recap you guys on exactly what this competitive play tour looks like. So this is the Road to Worlds, and it starts in SCGCON Orlando in just a couple weeks. That's happening from August 29th through 31st, and then it continues on through SCGCON Houston and SCGCON Baltimore, both happening in October, and culminates in the Wonders World Championship happening at SCGCON Vegas in November. And they're calling this collection of events the Stonekeeper Cup Series. And like I said, it all starts at SCGCON Orlando in just a couple weeks, which is why this new info, all of the juicy details about SCGCON Orlando, is so important. Now, they confirmed there's going to be 2 main events and 2 side events at SCGCON Orlando, as well as a number of on-demand limited events that are just going to fire throughout the weekend as they fill up with players. Before we deep dive into the 2 main events and the 2 side events, I just quickly want to go over the details of these on-demand limited events. So there's going to be on-demand sealed, that's going to be $30. It's going to be using the new play bundles that they just released. Each bundle contains 6 packs, and you're going to compete for prize tickets and reward store points. They confirmed that very soon they're going to be opening up a reward store on Cardio, which is the site that's used for the deck database and where you can get access to the deck builder. A lot of you guys that are already playing the game use Cardio on a daily basis. There is going to be a reward store coming to Cardio, and you can earn points at events, and you will earn points for participating in these on-demand events at SCGCON Orlando. But in addition to those reward store points, you're also going to get prize tickets, and we're going to dive deeper into prize tickets and how many you get and what those are worth when we get to the 2 main events and 2 side events. But it's looking really, really interesting. We're also getting on-demand orbital pre-con sealed events, and those are also the on-demand events that are going to happen throughout the entire weekend. As soon as they have enough players, these on-demand events are just going to fire, and then they're going to start signing up players for more of them. The orbital pre-con sealed is going to cost $60, and you're going to get your choice of any of the orbital pre-cons. And I want to point something out here. The Patria pre-con is pretty much sold out everywhere, including Star City Games. But they are going to have some on hand for these on-demand orbital precon sealed events. So if you really want to get the Patria precon and you haven't yet, you will be able to get one by getting your hands on it through this on-demand precon sealed event. And the pricing structure is very similar to the on-demand sealed with the play bundles where you get prize tickets and reward store points as well. But it's $60 for the orbital precon sealed, and it's just the orbital precons up against other players that also have orbital precons. And then that play bundle sealed is happening for $30, and that's going to be like a normal sealed event using the play bundles. But where things get really crazy and really juicy is with the 2 main events and the 2 side events. So the 2 main events are going to consist of a constructed tournament happening on Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. And the prizing support for that is looking nuts. It's using all premium product as the prize support, and we're going to dive deep into that in just a second. And then the other main event is the sealed deck competition happening Sunday. This is the last event of the entire weekend, and it's $10,000 as a prize pool. Cash prizes available for this sealed event, which is nuts. And again, we're going to break that all down in just a little bit. There's also 2 main events, 2 side events that aren't the main events. They're both constructed events. One's happening on Friday and the other's happening on Saturday, both in the evening around 5 p.m. And these are going to be sort of unlocked. These are going to be 1,250 DBS point tournaments. And the reason for these side events having that DBS structure is simply so that newer players that are putting together their decks for the first time don't have to worry as much about being super strict with the DBS cost of their decks, and just have a constructed a side event that they can join that isn't just one of the on-demand sealed or orbital precon sealed events. Let's dive into the details right now. In addition to the on-demand limited events that are going to be firing throughout the weekend, we have 2 main events and 2 side events. The main events consist of 1 sealed deck tournament and 1 constructed tournament, whereas the side events are both constructed tournaments. All of the information for these 4 events is available right now at compete.wondersccg.com, and that's actually the same exact site that you're going to use to sign up for these events. And that's important because these events max out at a cap of 64 people. All 4 of them max out at 64. So if you want to make sure you get the opportunity to compete in these events, make sure you head on over to compete.wondersccg.com right now and sign up for whatever you want to sign up for. Now, it's worth noting that all 4 of these events will get you a special limited edition promo card of the first. You don't get one of these special promos if you sign up for one of the on-demand limited events, but if you sign up for any of the 4 side events or main events throughout the entirety of the weekend, you will get one of these limited edition versions of the first. This is a brand new promo card. There was a limited edition version of the first that they gave to people that came out to the first Shattering launch event back in March. This is a different version of the first. This is not the same promo card that people got back then, which is very, very important to note. This is a brand new promo card, and I'm super excited to see what it looks like. But here we have details for the very first constructed tournament happening for the entire weekend. This is going to be your first chance to play constructed. This is one of the side events. This is happening Friday, August 29th at 5 p.m., and there's another constructed side event with the exact same details as this one happening the next day, Saturday at 5 p.m. as well. Like I said, these are going to be side events. They cap out at 64 people, and the prizing is really interesting for these side events. So as you can see, you get 150 prize wall tickets just for participating, and then you also get another 150 prize wall tickets per win. And I know a little bit about what's going to be available on the prize wall and what the ticketing prices are. So what I know for sure is that there will be play boosters available for 50 tickets apiece, which means you could get 3 play boosters for each win that you get in this tournament. Also, you're going to get collector boosters, the first edition print run collector boosters that have those chances at hitting serialized cards still. Those are going to be available for 150 tickets, which means every win could potentially get you 1 collector booster, which is also really cool. I also know that they're going to have orbital playmats available for 300 tickets, and there are additional prizes coming, but I don't exactly know how many tickets those are going to be right now. So they did confirm that there will be some like Dragon Box packs, some of the serialized Advantage packs available as a per pack prize for some of these prize wall tickets. I don't know how many, but there seem to be a lot of premium prizes that you can use these tickets for, which is super, super exciting. And like I said, one of these side events is happening on Friday, the other one's happening on Saturday, and what's interesting to note about these side events is they have a DBS point value of 1250. That's the master level. Those of you who have been playing this game for a while know that the default level that is considered competitive is 1000 DBS, which is the Seeker level. So these side events are not that Seeker level at 1000. They're both at 1250 points, the master level. And I think the reason that they might be doing this is because they want newer players to get the opportunity to maybe pick up one of the orbital precons, maybe grab a couple packs and upgrade their deck, and not have to worry too much about what their DBS point value is before they've ever really played the game all that much. So they're sort of unlocking the DBS point value for the 2 side events happening Friday and Saturday and letting you compete with decks up to 1250 points, which is kind of crazy. And I'm super excited to see where all this lands when the dust settles. And here we have all of the information for our very first main event happening Saturday at 9:30 a.m. This is also a constructed tournament with a DBS point value of 1,000 points at the Seeker level. It's worth noting that 1,000 points, the Seeker level, is considered by most to be like the default competitive level for this game. So this is going to be very, very competitive here, and that's why it's a main event and not a side event. Also, the prize structure is pretty insane. Just for participating, you receive the promotional card, which we already talked about. First place gets an X out of 99 serialized advantage box. These boxes are insane. They contain 4 packs. Every pack has an automatic OCM serialized card in it, a chance to hit a stone foil, and every other card in the pack is a formless foil, a first edition, first printing formless foil that you can normally only get out of collector boosters. These packs are insane, so for first place to get the entire X out of 99 serialized advantage box is pretty nuts. I think last time I checked, one of those was going on eBay for like $4,500, which is just crazy. Second place is going to be a serialized out of 2,699 Dragon Advantage box, which is still just as crazy as that out of 99 serialized box. It has the same types of hits in it, just not quite as rare as the serialized of 99, obviously. Top 4 also receives a collector booster box and 1,000 prize wall tickets, which is kind of crazy. The top 8 also gets 2 collector booster bundles and 750 prize wall tickets, with the top 16 getting a play bundle and 500 prize wall tickets. Honestly, the prizing for this constructed event is pretty insane, but the sealed event is where things get really crazy. And here's the grand finale of the entire weekend, the 10K sealed tournament happening Sunday at 9:30 a.m. This is nuts. $10,000 of prizing, and it's all cash prizes. And this is a sealed tournament. This is not constructed. In fact, all of the constructed side and main events cost $50 to enter. This sealed event only costs $30 to enter. You get a sealed play booster bundle with 6 packs in it. You have to build your deck out of those 6 packs and then just go wild. And the prizing is utterly absurd. So first place just gets $3,000. Just a straight up $3,000, which is insane. And in fact, all of the top 16 get cash prizes. It's absolutely nuts. Second place gets $2,000. The top 4 gets $1,000. Everyone in the top 8 gets $500, and the rest of the top 16 gets $125. All of that for a sealed deck tournament that's only costing you $30 to enter. I can't believe how crazy they went with prize support for this. I'm going to be showing up and competing for sure. In fact, I'll be bringing my camera rig so that I can record the finals for both main events and then put those videos up on YouTube later, so look forward to that. If you want your chance to play against me, maybe make it into one of my videos and get your shot at getting a cut of that $10,000 prize pool, definitely head on over to compete.wondersccg and sign up right now before those slots run out. Like I said, there's only 64 participants max in each of those main and side events. I hope to see you there. This is so crazy. Let's go! Thanks so much for checking out my channel. I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at Patreon. Without you guys, this channel would not be possible, so honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your contributions. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe. The more likes we get and the quicker we get them, the bigger this channel will grow and the faster it will grow. I'd love nothing more than this channel to become something very special for you guys, but it's entirely up to you how fast that happens. Also, if you'd like more deck text, that's somewhere over there. And if you'd like to see what else the channel's been up to lately, that's somewhere up that way. Also, subscribe, circle below, do all the things.